Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel, and if you're new here, my name is Amanda. Thank you so much for tuning in. All of the products that will be used in today's video will be conveniently linked for you in the description box below. No need to go searching for these items, just click on the link and make your purchase. Now let's get started. Okay, so we are starting sort of in the middle of this project. When I was transferring my files from my camera to the computer, for some reason, it gave me an error that the files were corrupted and I lost footage on at least 3 different tumblers. So we're going to go ahead and pick up where we have already glittered the tumbler, sanded the tumbler, and added another coat of epoxy. So at this point, you can add any color of glitter that you would like. You can also add the glitter in any pattern that you would like, because we're going to be covering this tumbler with some vinyl. And what I did was I just found a template that I wanted. In this case, it was swirls. And I placed my vinyl on my cutting mat and I just cut the swirls out of the patterned vinyl. So once you have your tumbler completely smooth, then you can go ahead and apply the vinyl, and this is the vinyl that I am using. Now, the cup that I'm using is a 30-ounce thick from MAKERFLO Crafts, and what I like about these tumblers is that the lid, you can see here, it's just a kind of pop-on lid. It doesn't screw on. And the tumblers, they do not have any sort of seam on the inside or the outside. So you don't really have to be too concerned with placement of your vinyl. So that's what I really like about their cups. But you can use, of course, whatever cup that you would like, whatever tumbler that you would like. And we're just going to place the vinyl on the tumbler. We're sort of, I guess, doing, in essence, maybe like a peekaboo, but we're not really using this as a stencil. Like, for example, we're not going to be painting over this and removing this vinyl. This is how it is going to look. So the kind of thought process behind this is the girl that I made this for, she is expecting her first child, and she loves flowers and she loves the color green. So I found this vinyl in my stash, and I will link it for you so that you can pick it up if you like it. And it went really well with the green glitter. I just did like a custom mix, like made my own shade of green out of other greens that I had. And of course, I will link those for you as well. And I just sort of did like this, I don't know, I sort of placed the glitter at an angle. And what I did was I placed my chunkiest cut of glitter first, and then filled it in with the finer cuts of glitter. If you need some help on how to apply glitter, I have some videos. There's several videos out there on how to apply glitter, but you can check out my other videos if you're curious on the process. Like I mentioned, I lost a lot of footage. I had at least 3 different cups, and I lost a lot of the footage on those. But it is what it is. We're just going to move on. But I thought this was beautiful because, like I said, this girl is having her first child, and I mean, she's not really a girl. I say she's a girl. She's a grown woman, but she is having her first child, and they are so excited, and they're very, very dear friends of ours. So I found on Creative Fabrica a hand holding a child's hand, and then I just added some words to it. I added the mother's name and the child's name, And then I also added, for this child, I have prayed, and I put that around the outside of the vinyl. And I cut that out of black vinyl because there is black in this pattern vinyl from the stems of the leaves. So I thought that would kind of anchor it a little bit. It wouldn't be so pastel-y, and it would just sort of kind of, stand out a little bit. Now, as far as the placement, instead of hiding this seam on the patterned vinyl, we are actually going to place the hands and the wording right over top of that seam. Now, you can choose to sort of trim this vinyl so that you can't see the seam. You can put the seam in the back and place the wording on the other side. However, the reason I placed it where the seam is located is because that was the area that had the less amount of swirls. And I didn't want to cover up a lot of the swirls. So that is why I placed the wording where I did. But again, this is just like inspiration. Place your vinyl and your wording and whatever, wherever you would like. But for me, it turned out you couldn't even really see the seam once the other vinyl was laid on top of it. And I thought it looked fine. And when I gave it to her, she, of course, did indeed love it. So that's what matters, is that the people I make things for, that they like it. That's the thing. So, and then we're also going to make a baby bottle to go along with the Mama Tumbler. And again, I lost the footage for that one. So again, on that one, I just mixed up some different shades of pink that would kind of coordinate with the colors in this patterned vinyl. And then once that had cured, I did go ahead, sand it, add another coat of epoxy so that it was smooth. And what we are going to be doing on that one is we are going to add the swirls that we cut out of this patterned vinyl. We are adding those to the baby bottle tumbler so that they coordinate. Now, on the baby bottle, I wanted to add her name, but I sort of started this project a little later than anticipated, and I didn't have time to finish it before the baby shower. So I did not add her name, but you can also add the baby's name, or again, you can add the hands that are holding, the mama hand and the baby hand. You can add that to the bottle as well, just like we're going to do on the Mama Tumbler. It's totally up to you. Like I said, I did not have time to add the name before the day of the shower, and so we did not do that on the bottle. And then I just added some striping to the bottom and the top of this tumbler, and then added the hands and the wording, and then another coat of epoxy, and this tumbler was complete. Now, of course, I did sand, in between my coats of epoxy. I sanded the rim of the tumbler to expose a little bit of that stainless steel. And so you want to make sure that you do that. Again, I lost a lot of the footage on this tumbler, and so I'm not able to show you that, but I loved how this turned out, and I thought it was so beautiful. I did not want to do a video on it just because I loved it. I thought it was beautiful. I love this vinyl, and I especially love it with these green glitters. So here's the baby bottle. And when you have the vinyl placed on this bottle like you want it, then of course just add your final coat of epoxy and you're done with this project. I thought they turned out so cute, and I was very grateful that I was able to create this for her and her soon to be here baby. And I hope everyone enjoyed this. If you have any questions, leave them in the comments below. Like I said, I will list all the products that I used and give you the links on where you can find them. But if you have any questions, leave them for me. I'll be glad to answer. And for the next couple of videos, I may, not have complete footage, but I do have some other cups in the works, and I will have some more videos coming soon. It feels like it's been forever since I posted a video, but things have gotten extremely crazy busy for me. And while I'm grateful for that, it is a little overwhelming at times because it's just me. I'm just a one-woman show in what I do. So I appreciate all of my subscribers hanging in there with me and, staying a subscriber even when I, go for a little bit without posting a video. So I do appreciate you all, and I thank you so much for tuning in and watching this video. I hope it has inspired you in some way. And if you have any questions or comments, of course, like I mentioned, go ahead and leave those for me. Thank you all, and I hope everyone has a blessed day.